twin, welcome back to my channel. Let's put the plug on your phone, click down below and make your girl known, aka the traveling lawyer. Today's video is going to be a sit-down video on how to become an admitted attorney of the High Court in South Africa. It's a very simple process and I'm going to be sharing with you the step-by-step of how to become an attorney, especially if you got your qualification from UNISA, because I did get my Bachelor's of Law from the University of South Africa. First thing first, you need to enroll in a recognized university in South Africa. In my case, it was with the University of South Africa. And the reason why I chose UNISA initially was because the fees at UNISA were more affordable when it came to the Bachelor's of Law and was a bit more flexible with the studies. For those who do not know, UNISA is a long distance learning institution, one of the best universities in Africa. So I wanted the flexibility of studying and also doing things in between my studies. That's exactly what I did. I was able to do so many things while I was pursuing my LLB, which is the Bachelor's of Law. So the duration of the study can take up to 4 years or 5 to 6 years, depending with your institution. In terms of UNISA, you are allowed to actually study your LLB until, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 7 to 6 years, because some students would take 4 modules instead of taking 5, or 3 modules instead of taking 5, but the maximum per semester at UNISA is actually 5 modules. The last time I did my LLB, but if you did it 5-5, because the last time I checked, the University of South Africa has 40 modules under the LLB. That's the first step, getting your Bachelor's of Law. So once you have graduated with your LLB, you can start looking for your articles. I always advise people that it's advisable that you start looking for firms and like volunteer at while you're in your 3rd or 4th year. That's if you can manage. Alternatively, you wait until you finish your LLB and start looking for your practical vocational training contract with a law firm. The duration of your articles is usually 2 years, but you can also get it done under 1 year. And once you've secured your articles, you need to make sure that you register your articles with the LPC, which is the Legal Practice Council. But bear in mind, your 2 years of duration of your articles can actually be reduced to 1 year if you complete your practical legal training, your PLT. Practical legal training basically means that law school. So if you've been to law school, your articles can be reduced from 2 years to a year. So in my experience, my law school basically took about 6 months, and I did my law school the first year of my articles because I wanted to write my board exam as soon as possible. So I was basically going to work, which was at the firm that I was currently at. Once I'm done with work, I would then go to my evening classes, because you have your day classes and you also have your night classes. So I opted to choose the evening classes because obviously I was doing my articles during the day, and then I was doing that for the next 6 months. And that's basically where they teach you about drafting, they teach you about ethics. That's where they also are going to be giving you the materials that you're going to be needing to actually write your board exams. So when I was writing my board exams, we had 4 papers to write: paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, and paper 4. That consisted of court proceedings, wills and estates, attorney's practice, ethics and bookkeeping, contracts and rules of conduct. Those are the topics that you will be writing in 4 of those papers. And these papers are written through the LPC, the Legal Practice Council. And when you write your exams, you would have to pay a certain amount for you to actually write those exams, and if you pass them, great for you. But when you don't, every single time you do not go through with your exams, you would have to pay for it. And once you've secured your article, once you've done your law school, and once you've passed all your board exams, you will then go to the High Court to be admitted as an attorney. So basically you apply for admission at the High Court of South Africa. That process involves bringing a formal High Court application, filing your affidavits, providing a certificate of good standing, and being formally admitted in court. So when you do get admitted as an attorney of the High Court, you need to make sure that your papers are in par. In my case, we had an in-house advocate that did and move my application. So I put together my affidavit. This affidavit basically included my matric, where I obtained my LLB, my results of my board exams, my proof of my practical legal training, which is proof that I went to law school. Once you've been admitted as an attorney of the High Court, if you want to move from that to being practicing, you would have to also make sure that you enroll as a practicing attorney. After admission, you must enroll with the LPC, and then you need to obtain a fidelity fund certificate if you want to handle trust money. This is usually obtained when you have your own law firm and you want to handle trust money from money that you get from your clients. How long does this whole entire process basically take? 4 years of you studying, depending if you're going to finish it in record time, could be 5, could be 6 years. 2 years of doing your articles while you're also doing your law school. And then it could be more depending with your board exams, because I do know a lot of people that write their board exams and pass them at once. And I also know a lot of people that don't finish their board exams until maybe like 2 to 3 to 4 years. It also just genuinely depends, because I know cases where a person takes about 5 years to finish that one exam that they don't keep on passing at, but it could take 2 to 6 years depending with your story. Also, after admission as an attorney, if you want to, you can go into doing your LLM, which is your Masters of Law, or you can become an advocate if you don't want to be an attorney, or you can do your notary or become a conveyancer as well. So that's basically the steps on how to become an admitted attorney of the High Court. Don't think just because the field is saturated you cannot successfully make it as an attorney. And this is me speaking from being an attorney of the High Court. So I hope this video was very helpful to you in case you want to be an attorney in South Africa. It's really just kind of the same years as being a doctor, or even more depending with your story. But I really hope that this video was very helpful, twin. If you'd like such videos in the near future, please let me know, and just comment down below and let me know if this was helpful. And for all my UNISA students, just to let you know that it is possible to become an attorney. It is possible to be an advocate and do all these other things. Just because you are studying at a long distance learning institution does not mean that you do not have the privilege to have all those things like other traditional universities. Anyway, so put the plug on your phone, click down below and make your girl known, aka the traveling lawyer. See you in my next video. Bye.